584, 375.
Sí, sí.
584, 375.
That's the problem.
584.375.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. I just needed to say, spell your name for me and your title.
Michelle Eskenazi, Esquenazi, President, New York State Bail Association.
So Michelle, you're announcing a partnership today. Talk to me about the value of this partnership with Treatment Partners of America.
Well, you know, when a person gets arrested, their first stop is the bail bond office. So the family comes in, and then we find out, usually through a vetting process, that the defendant is we find out through a vetting process that the defendant is addicted to some sort of narcotic. And with the heroin epidemic as it is, I mean, clearly it's much more so now than ever before in the history of New York. So what we would then like to be able to do, and this is why we are so proud of aligning with Treatment Partners of America, is we would like to be able to give them a number whereby they can get the help that their family member needs.
Right, as of right now, in the absence of this kind of partnership, someone just gets funneled right through the criminal justice system and there is no immediate avenue for treatment. Is that correct?
Right now, a lot of these offenders will go into what's called a diversion program, and that's very popular in the city of New York. It's also not very well monitored. The bail industry is your tax-free criminal justice monitor historically. So what happens, like in the instance of Officer Eric Holder, that offender went into the drug treatment program in the New York City courts and never showed up. But no one ever followed up to make sure that he never showed up. So this alliance is unique in that once the offender gets treated properly, the Treatment Partners of America will be directly in touch with the bond agent on the ground.
So this is going to expand throughout the city. That's the hope?
This partnership that the bail bond industry is announcing with the Treatment Partners of America will become much more prevalent throughout the city of New York. Right now they have a spot in Harlem. They're looking now to open one up in the Bronx. And they work with Medicaid, so that's really good for the offender here on the ground in New York City.
Someone without the resources or a personal private health insurance plan that would be able to give them a more robust treatment plan?
So what we like about the Treatment Partners of America is that they work with people that have private medical insurance and people that have Medicaid, and then that classification of humans that kind of exists in the middle. So, you know, we're hoping that to take this program and this alliance national throughout the bonding industry.
And for a bail bondsman, this treatment option makes it much easier for you to, I guess, maintain the relationship with the family, right? I mean, and it helps the family as well. If there's a treatment option in place right away, the family is less likely to lose their bail money.
So what happens with an offender that's addicted to narcotics much of the time is not only can the family cannot kind of keep control of where they are because they're constantly seeking out narcotics. So if they fall into the black hole of the criminal justice system and they're not addressed, they're hard to find, and they're out really committing more crime. And it's just like this endless circle. So when the bail bond industry comes into it, we're monitoring them, and we're monitoring them directly with the Treatment Partners of America on a daily basis. And that really does matter in ensuring the defendant's future appearance in court, which is what bail is all about.
Good to go, Bill. We're good? Okay. So Michelle, how helpful this is going to be for a family that doesn't have a lot of money but still wants to keep their person, their relative, their loved one out of jail?
This is going to be amazing. This is just something that is unfounded so far within the bail industry, and it's going to be a national.
Just need you to say and spell your name for me and your title.
Scott Frankel, SCOTT-FRANKEL, CEO and President of Treatment Partners of America.
Scott, how unique is this partnership with the Bailbondsman Association?
Extremely unique. No one has ever gone this direction yet, and we are basically the innovators of doing something this magnitude.
So, talk to me as if I'm the relative of someone who's just been arrested for the umpteenth time for drug possession. They're down at the courthouse awaiting arraignment. Let me start that over, because you guys started after they've seen the judge and after bail is set, right? Okay.
Correct.
So, Scott, talk to me as if I'm related to someone who's just been arrested for the umpteenth time for heroin possession. They just saw a judge, and the judge just set bail. What happens from there? What's the value of this partnership?
Probably the most extreme, scariest time of their lives. And I look at it as if it was my child. And what we're doing is giving them a sense of security and letting them know their child or loved one's not going to be in a jail cell. They're going to not be running around the streets, not knowing where they're going to sleep, or if they're going to be using any type of drug such as heroin. They're going to be with us 24/7 in our treatment center, inpatient treatment, 24/7 security, having one-on-one therapy every single day, seeing our case manager numerous times a week. And besides that, we're going to be in constant contact with the family on a weekly basis, giving them updates, how their loved one's doing, and also the bail bondsman's going to have daily and weekly updates also. And what we also do is get a discharge plan for them. So when they are going back to court for a sentencing, if they're going to be out on parole or if they're going to do a minimal amount of time, we're going to have an aftercare plan for them so we can keep them sober.
So this in-treatment aspect to the partnership would take place down in Florida, and am I right in saying that most likely that's going to be the result of that person having private insurance?
Yes, not just Florida. We're in the process. We just opened up in Harlem, New York, where you have plans to open up within the next month or so in the Bronx, and we're looking at other numerous locations throughout the country.
And this would be in-treatment centers?
This will be in-treatment, also outpatients and intensive outpatients.
Let's talk about the person who is of modest means. Their family doesn't have a lot of money.
Right.
The need is still there for in-treatment, but they can't afford it. What are the options available under this new partnership?
Under this new partnership, you know, especially in the New York metropolitan area, our Harlem location will be able to treat somebody in that situation on a daily basis to come in as an intensive outpatient or an outpatient situation. So there's always going to be help for that person. We're not kicking them to the curb. We give numerous amounts of scholarships out every year. And the reason we got into this, and we picked the Bail Bonds Association in New York, is there was a need there. And we saw too many people go on the wayside where no one's caring about them. We care about that person.
They see the judge, they get bail,
see the judge,
they walk out of the courthouse.
Well, they don't always walk out of the courthouse. They go behind bars because they have nowhere else to go unless the bail bondsman's going to bail them out. So once they bail them out, they don't want to just put them back on the street either. You know, we need to give them a sense of security also, that bail bondsman, that they're going to be in a safe place. Their client's going to be with us. We're going to take care of them like their family members. And their family members know they're with us also.
So this partnership provides a safety net to the drug addict who's been arrested, who's made bail, and has all the time in the world to go use again.
Absolutely. And we're going to prevent them from doing that to the best of our abilities.
Is there anything else that you want to add that I'm missing?
I think I'd like to add that, you know, this happens to everyone. It's not just, you know, random people. It's everyone. It's such an epidemic right now, what's going on in this country with heroin use, and it's a tough fight. But we're going to give it 110% to beat it.
Yeah. Good to go, Bill? Get you too?
Yep.
Thanks, Scott.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You.
Need a walk or anything?
No, the 2 is good.
Hi, my name is Michelle Eskenazi, and I'm the president of the New York State Bail Association. I'm here today with the gentleman from the Treatment Partners of America, and I'm very happy to announce our industry's alignment with this very special entity.
Hi, I'm Scott Frankel with Treatment Partners of America, along with my associate, Brad Estra. We are extremely excited about this strategic partnership with New York Bailbondsman Association and look forward to a great future.
In the industry of bail, we find a need to have a valuable resource to refer addicted offenders to, and we find that the Treatment Partners of America is just that entity, not only for us here in the state of New York, but nationally as well.
And Scott, what makes this extension of the work that you guys already do so much more important?
Well, it's that we're helping more people that are out there in the community where we're not limited to one location. We're basically branching off to New York with now locations in Harlem and soon to be in the Bronx also. And from there, we're going to still move out to other states and be national with the Bail Bonds Association.
What's the approach? What's the approach? What's going to be the approach?
We find it important that there's a pathway to take people who have substance use disorders and to bring them out of the criminal justice system and treat them as patients who have a mental health disorder. And so our new association with one another is going to allow the Bailbondsman Association to provide those patients with an avenue other than incarceration.